Coming to you from Hilbert College, it's the podcast
Running Wild!
My name is Gabriel, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host Spencer.
Yeah.
We've got some new additions on the staff. Shout out to Megan Lee, our new head of digital media and advertising. Also new to the staff, Nicole Plusinski, our editorial graphics producer.
We are now an empire. We are the Running Wild Empire.
Definitely, 100%. We got
Hashtag
staff.
RWE.
You know who has had a great day? Joe Thomas Sr.
Oh, yeah. This is quite a story.
55-year-old man, grew up as a sharecropper, couldn't play football, dressed up for senior day for South Carolina.
State.
Oh, was it South Carolina
Yeah,
State?
still Division I program.
Still.
He started school with his son, Joe Thomas Jr., who is now currently a linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. And at 55 years old, he got a couple carries on senior day.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Practiced all 4 years with the team. And it's just a great... He wanted more hits, too. He wasn't afraid. He wanted more.
Yeah, and his son, Joe Thomas Jr., came out and said, he always said people in college are so soft. And can you even picture your dad suiting up right now for a Division I football game?
I can't envision myself suiting up for a Division I football game.
Exactly. That's a lot of courage, too. He's 55. His body's already deteriorating. Any hit could literally ruin his knees.
Mm-hmm. He probably just takes care of his body. He's dedicated. And I think it's just a great story.
I wonder what the environment is with him around.
I bet you he pushes the team.
You would think if you saw a 55-year-old man on your team working harder than you, that it would inspire you to work harder.
The team. I bet you it elevates the team. Plus, he brings probably a savvy.
Yeah, he's double the age of the average player.
I don't know. I bet you it's just great for that team, great for the locker room, great for the community. I'm happy for him. I really am.
Yeah, me too. It's very inspirational.
Yeah, let's bring in the boys to talk about some football. Joining us in studio, it's our NFL crew, Travis and Pelly. How are we doing today?
Pretty good, Gabriel.
Raiders versus the Texans. What a game. In Mexico City, great atmosphere. Had a soccer atmosphere kind of to it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, laser pointers at Brock Osweiler.
Green.
Great atmosphere.
Green laser gate.
I know.
The Mexican fan base was definitely, I'd say, 80-90% for the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr mentioned that after the game.
Definitely a better atmosphere than when they play in London.
Oh, 100%. Did you guys like the game being in Mexico City?
I thought it was cool. I don't see more than one game being played there.
As long as it's not the Bills forfeiting a home game to do there, it doesn't really matter to me as much.
All right, fair enough. How about at the end, though? The refs got that wrong.
100%. But they didn't get it wrong as bad at the end when they did in the beginning with DeAndre Hopkins' touchdown. That wasn't a touchdown.
Right.
I would be more mad about that than I would at the end of the game. I mean, he should have challenged the third down play, didn't, and then challenged the fourth down play, and on the fourth down play, he didn't get it. He didn't.
Well, he did on the third down.
But he did on the third down.
Definitely did on the third.
But he didn't challenge the third down, so...
So you blame the coach more?
I blame the refs for the DeAndre Hopkins touchdown, no touchdown, but I blame the coach for the third and fourth down call.
Okay. How about the Bills win at the Bengals? That was a good win for the Bills.
It was a lock. Oh my gosh, how easy.
You couldn't have predicted A.J. Green to get hurt on the third play, though.
We would have won even if he played the whole game.
Really?
I think so.
I'm going to have to completely disagree with that.
Bills are nasty. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
The Bills' secondary is atrocious at the least. It's terrible.
A.J. Green's worth at least one more touchdown. At least.
2 interceptions, and our secondary is horrible.
Yeah.
All right, I agree. They're bad. And A.J. Green...
The second one, they literally gave it to Gilmore. They tried to catch it, and he literally just popped it up right to his hands. That was the receiver's fault.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that, but...
Ooh, are we sensing a little back Backtracking.
Yeah,
Travis.
yeah. I was just super hyped about the Bills win. Our defense.
Pelly
is,
keeping us honest here at the Run Wild podcast.
Yeah,
Oh,
our
yeah.
defense definitely suspect. So
So with AJ Green,
it's a different game.
probably a different
Actually,
game.
I think with Kurt Maloney as a PAT specialist for the Cincinnati Bengals, they win that game easily.
I agree.
True. Unfortunately, Kurt Maloney is still recovering from his car accident. Prayers and thoughts to him, please. Let's move on now. Bills host the Jaguars. A must-win game, right?
Yep.
They're all must wins now, Gabe. All of them.
It's looking. Here's the thing for me. The AFC West might have 3 teams in the
I
playoffs.
actually think they will have
The
3
AFC
teams.
West is the NFC East.
Least.
Best.
Oh, there he is.
Maloney, I see you've recovered.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're just talking Maloney. AFC West, 3 teams from that division going to the playoffs.
I don't know how I feel
It'd
about
be
that
the
game.
it'd be the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Raiders.
I mean, I love all 3 of those teams, but if they do go, I think the Raiders are going to go the furthest. I love
Probably,
the Raiders
probably.
this year, Gabe.
Fair enough. My point of all that being is Bills playoffs chances looking slimmer and slimmer.
I think they're out the door at this point, Gabe.
So is Rex Ryan done?
Mm,
Rex Ryan got the boot.
I'd say most likely, yeah.
You know what would have saved Rex Ryan? Maloney as a PAT specialist.
Actually, I think I would have saved Cincinnati.
That's what we just said.
True,
Yeah.
true.
I think you could save Cleveland, man.
I can save a lot of people.
Nothing
out
can
there.
save Cleveland. Maybe LeBron James suits up for the Browns. That might save Cleveland.
It would. It automatically make them a playoff team.
They'd rig it for him.
It's all about the land.
There's no rigging involved.
That was last week's discussion, boys. Let's stay focused. All right, let's move on to preview the remaining NFL games. Thanksgiving Day, Vikings versus the Lions.
The Lions are the best team in the NFL on Thanksgiving Day. So I'm going to go with the Lions. They are. They're unstoppable on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Look it up.
All that turkey. Okay. Pelly?
I'm going to have to go with the Lions also. I'm still not convinced that the Vikings are a good team.
I'm going Vikings on this one. They just had a strong showing versus the Cardinals, and they're going to come back and have another strong showing versus Detroit.
I couldn't agree more with Spencer, and this is the first time I think I've ever agreed with him. Maybe being late to the pod made me realize what Spencer's about.
True, true. Shout out Nile Nerf. I'm going to go with... Travis, you convinced me. I'm going with the Lions. Redskins, Cowboys.
I'm really looking forward to this game. I think this will be the best game, maybe of the year.
Wow.
That's pretty bold.
The Washington
Wow.
Redskins called
Wow.
the NFC East their division. The Redskins called themselves the king of the NFC East when they were behind Dallas in the standings. I think this will be an unbelievable game. Dallas is on fire. The Redskins come off a huge victory. This score might be 50-50 because both teams' defenses are irrelevant. I'm looking forward to this game on Thanksgiving
Travis
Day.
is really running wild right now.
So, Travis, after the 50-50 game, we get into overtime. Who wins it?
Coin flip. Dak. Dallas Cowboys. I'm on the bandwagon. He's throwing the ball to Dez. I can't complain anymore.
Welcome aboard.
Yep.
This is going to be a lot less close of a game than you think it's going to be. The Dallas Cowboys are going to roll over the Redskins.
I agree with Pelly here. The Cowboys by at least 2 scores.
Chugga chugga choo choo! Everybody get on the Dak train because he's taking you straight to the Super Bowl.
Redskins will win it.
Gabe, you're crazy.
Cowboys come off of a couple close, emotional wins. I think this will be the first major slip up of Dak. It's fine if you lose now. Come playoff times, he's taking his team probably to the NFC Championship. I think the Redskins will pull this one out, though. Should be a great game, though. Great game. Steelers, Colts.
Is Andrew Luck playing?
Doubtful.
Doesn't
Doubtful.
matter.
We don't know.
Would it
Gonna have to-
matter? Would it matter?
I would think it would matter.
I
dude.
think
Of
it
course
would matter.
Okay.
Way closer game with Andrew Luck.
Let me rephrase. You really think the Colts
Where's the
would win
game?
it if Andrew
in-
Luck
it's in
plays it?
No, but it would be a closer game. change it from like a 7-point game, and if luck wasn't there or isn't there, it's gonna be like a 20-point game.
Okay, but the result will be the same. Steelers win it.
Steelers win.
Steelers.
win.
This is one of my favorite segments of the pod. Will the Browns win? It's not looking too good, especially after last week. Will it happen against the Giants?
LOL. No.
I don't even think OBJ wants to waste his time playing this game.
No.
Anth, what'd you just say again? OBJ doesn't want to waste his time.
Yeah, you think they're gonna win for the 4th straight week? Kurt?
OBJ's not going to waste his time. They're going to overlook Cleveland. Where's this game at, Gabe?
Cleveland.
Exactly my point. The
So they go
Cleveland
0-12.
Browns. The Cleveland Browns are 1-11 after this week.
They're winless home and away.
So,
You got to flip the train somehow.
is it because the turkey will be in their system and they
I
have
think-
to travel still?
I think the Giants are going to eat so much turkey that
Right.
they're going to get sleepy.
Oh,
Terrell Pryor, have a day. You know, he doesn't eat turkey.
Right.
So he drinks pre-workout before games and snorts a little bit too.
Per source.
Per source of Adam Schefter. Shout out Adam Schefter. Cleveland Browns win this game.
Yeah, Kurt, I love your enthusiasm, your optimism. Giants win it. Panthers, Raiders.
Wow.
This is probably a better game than your Redskins
Nah,
Dallas
it might-
game.
it
This
might
is
be.
the best game of the year if you ask me.
Raiders, Carolina. This game's a joke. Raiders take it. Carolina's a pretender this year.
Well, obviously at 4-5 after going to the Super Bowl.
They're not throwing the ball to their best receiver. Their defense
He's
is.
overrated.
Should Derek Carr waste his time even showing up, Travis?
I think so. There's always a good time to pat your stats,
Okay.
especially after his week in Mexico
For his
City.
MVP season, right?
I mean, without him, they lose.
Right, exactly.
Throw the ball to Connor Cook. Give him the start this week. Give Derek Carr a
he
rest.
deserves a break.
Why not?
I'll go with the Raiders. Amari Cooper.
I'm going Raiders to win the Super Bowl, baby.
Browns.
I want Derek Carr to have a strong MVP campaign. And this will help. This will help. This will
Doesn't
help.
matter. Matt Ryan's got the MVP locked up, Gabe.
We will see, and
I
we
don't know,
will
man.
see.
I think Dak's up there with Ezekiel before Matt Ryan.
It's gonna go to a quarterback.
In fairness, I would give it to the Dallas O-line, but that's just me.
You
Just
can't
as a
give the
unit.
MVP to the whole line.
I just did. Chiefs, Broncos.
This will be a great matchup. I'm going to have to go with Denver's defense here against the Chiefs. The Chiefs let one slip away against famous Jameis, so I'm going to go with the Broncos.
With the Bills having slim playoff looks, this is a bad game for them, having the Chiefs and the Broncos be playing against each other. I'm going to have to go with the Broncos, though.
I'm going Chiefs.
Broncos, I like their defense. They really need to win this game to step ahead. It's just hard to see these two play each other if you're a Bills fan, but I think the Broncos will win.
To me, this is a coin flip. My coin favors the Chiefs. I think the Broncos offense isn't good enough. That's just me. Packers, Eagles.
Eagles. Sole reason the Packers defense doesn't show up. Ever. Eagles take it.
Aaron Rodgers can break single game records in every single quarterback stat and still probably lose this game. The Eagles win.
I'm going Eagles as well.
I'm going to take the Pack in this one.
Go, Pat, go.
Let's go.
Thanks for keeping it interesting, Maloney. However, the Eagles will soar to victory. Let's move on. What players are going to heat up this week?
I love Deion Lewis this week. He got some work last week, some playing time in the offense. He's getting ready to go. James White's touches will be decreased significantly, and Deion Lewis will have a day.
Skip me.
I'm going with Carson Wentz this week. I think he struggled a little bit last week, throwing 2 picks, but he played a really excellent defense. And I think he's against the weak defensive backs of the Packers. Carson Wentz is going to have a day.
I got to go with the obvious one here. Rashad Jennings had a great week last week, and I know I said the Browns are going to win, but I think Rashad Jennings is going to have a day.
That's trademarked by Travis, but go on.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to have to say Tyrod Taylor has his best game as a Bill this next week against Jacksonville's poor defense.
Jared Goff will go off against that Saints defense.
Jared Goff shouldn't
It's the
be in the
Saints
NFL.
defense.
He
It's the
shouldn't be
Saints
in the
defense.
They might go off, but they're
NFL.
still gonna lose. Drew Brees is gonna score at
That's
least
The
fine.
most,
touchdowns.
the most points the LA Rams will ever score in a game this year is 13. I promise. That
think
guy
they scored-
stinks.
off the
I think they
golf
scored
wagon,
19
bro.
against
So
the
if I get
Bills.
14, I win.
If they get 14, you win. I turned on that game last week and I took a nap. I fell asleep. Nobody lives for NFL Sunday like I do, and that game was like watching paint dry.
Oh,
I'm gonna make a bold statement right here.
All right, Travis.
I would rather have EJ Manuel
Wow.
than Jared
Wow.
Goff.
All right, shut down the
On
studio.
the record.
We're done. We're
On
done.
the record, give me EJ Manuel. So Gabriel.
So Travis.
So I'm pretty intrigued this year to see how playoffs and the NFL championship is decided, because we always say defense wins championships, don't we?
Yes.
And the best teams right now in the
Don't have
NFL
the defense.
have no defense at all. So I just wanted to make it a point to say that I'm very, very curious to see how this will play out. I think it's pretty open to everyone. I don't know.
Right, there's no clear front runner this year. is
Right,
what
I
you're
agree.
saying.
I mean, the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys obviously are two favorites to make the Super Bowl, but I really think it's open to anyone.
I think it's gonna be Raiders Cowboys.
All right, you ready for this one?
Let's hear it.
AFC Championship.
Oh my goodness.
Patriots, Raiders. Patriots win. NFC Championship. Atlanta, Seattle. Atlanta wins. Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Wow, I really don't see Atlanta.
And that's coming from a Bills fan, Gabe.
Every team that he just mentioned has no defense.
Oh, yeah.
Every team he
Then
just
you
mentioned.
throw in the Cowboys, also no defense.
I mean, Seattle has a pretty good defense. I mean, you can't take a lot away from them, but they're weaker than normal. Their defense is not the Legion of Boom that we are used to seeing.
True.
They are down.
I think Seattle has the most balanced team.
Right, I would agree.
But anyway, Pats, Raiders, Cowboys, Falcons, Seattle, any of them could win the Super Bowl, and they would deserve to.
Seattle's the best second half of the season team in the NFL the last 3 years, Gabe.
I would just replace your Falcons with Dallas, and I agree.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
No.
So, Travis,
So, Gabriel.
Alabama minus 18 against Auburn.
No one's going to beat Alabama. This is the Iron Bowl. This is one of the biggest spreads in the Iron Bowl in the past 10 years. This is one of the biggest spreads ever in this bowl. And Alabama's just that good consistently. Although they did slip up this past week against Chattanooga.
Yeah, they were asleep for that one.
They were, but they didn't need to show up, so
Right.
it was okay. But I think that's another reason why Alabama is such a big favorite, because they know Nick Saban is not going to have an easy week at practice. I promise you, they did not have off any day.
Oh no.
This
Oh,
week.
no.
One, because it's the Iron Bowl, and two, because of that horrible showing. They will be ready. They will be focused. I might even take Alabama minus 19.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Auburn will cover. I really don't. They're a mess at the QB situation. Sean White has thrown 9 touchdowns all season. 9. And he might be injured. That's their best quarterback. I think Alabama covers. All right, Michigan, OSU.
Ohio State. Michigan's a pretender this year. They should have.
Really?
I think they should have lost last week, to be honest with you. And Ohio State is firing at all cylinders.
OSU was a little shaky, Travis, against Penn State.
Penn State's a good team.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. You think it's been a little underwhelming this year?
I think so, yeah.
Travis, I think OSU, they're still young, a little too inconsistent. I think Michigan is going to pull off the upset here. Their defense is slightly better, and that's what gives the edge for me. It should be a great game, though.
It will be.
Cannot wait. All right, Travis, let's move on to the other news of the week. Charlie Strong reportedly is going to be out at the end of the season. What are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts is I feel for Charlie Strong, Gabe. I think he never got a fair shake off the bat with Texas, and there's been a lot of pressure on him to do
The near impossible.
the near impossible, yeah, basically, because the team he has isn't that great. The Big 12 was in my opinion, down this year, but I don't know. After that loss to Kansas, it's hard to justify anything.
Right.
So I think he's out, rightfully so, but I feel for him.
Oh, 100%. He's a good person off the field. He did some good stuff. He was trying to build a good culture in Texas.
Right. And if you watch that post-game conference with Charlie Strong, if you didn't watch that without feeling anything, then you don't have a heart.
I mean, the thing is, it's a bottom line business. Charlie Strong needed to get more wins than what he did. So I understand why they're going to fire him. I think they had it out for him from the beginning, though. For whatever reason, that's kind of irrelevant right now. I hope he gets another coaching gig. I think he'll do well. Part of it was he's a defensive specialist, and that part didn't show up when it needed to. So that's part of what happened. But I think he'll get a new coaching gig.
His new coaching gig.
Ooh.
On the record, Gabriel. Jimbo Fisher, the coach for Florida State, will go to LSU, and Florida State University will hire the Charlie Strong. On the record.
Ooh.
You heard it here
I wouldn't
first.
mind that. I wouldn't mind that. Then Tom Hartman's going to be is reportedly in talks with Texas University right now. Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
It'll be a step up for Tom Hartman. He's got to make the playoffs within the first couple 2-3 years at Texas, or you're out. I think Texas Longhorn fans are probably a little unrealistic about where their program is right now. Brian Kelly, Notre Dame, probably going to be out too, right?
I would think so. Yeah, after this season, he's got to be out.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough business. Pelly, as a Notre Dame casual college football fan, you want Brian Kelly gone?
Obviously, they're terrible.
Fair enough.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Having people at my house.
Watching football.
Hey. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Joining us in studio, it's Emily Spidell.
Hello.
Hello, hello. You're on the women's basketball team, yeah?
Yep,
You're a senior this year.
I am.
You guys went down to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that?
It was a great experience. I mean, basketball-wise.
And Coach Graham surprised us with something. What was that?
Yeah, we went to Duke, which has been my dream forever, but it was awesome. We got to practice on their court and everything, see the campus.
What was your favorite part of Duke?
Huh.
I know you love it all.
Literally too much to choose, but probably just playing on the court that those players play on. It was awesome.
The rich history and taking shots where Kyrie Irving took shots, and that has to be pretty surreal. I know I enjoyed my time there too.
Yeah,
Shout out to Coach Graham.
my shots weren't going in like Kyrie's, but
Uh-huh. So that's where you did your walkthrough, right?
yeah, before our game.
Mm-hmm. What else did you do down there?
We went to an NC State women's game, and we didn't walk around their campus or anything, but their gym was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And we just went to dinner and stuff. But
What was it like seeing that talent in person?
it was crazy because NC State won by 40. They were destroying the other team, and it's just way different from D1 to D3.
How about for you guys? What are your expectations for this season?
I think one of our biggest goals is definitely to make playoffs. That's what we've been working for years now, but I think we have all the right tools this year. We just need to learn to play together more. It's early in the season, but we'll get there.
How good are the freshmen for you guys this year?
Ooh, our freshmen, they're nice, not gonna lie, but they definitely help us a lot. I mean, we have freshmen starting right off the bat, and they're really athletic, and they contribute a lot of different things for us, so they're definitely going to help us, and they're lucky that they get to spend 4 years here. This is my last year, obviously. I wish I could play with them longer, but they're going to have a good career.
Right, these freshmen, they're stepping in right now. Some of them are starting. They're contributing right away. I think that's great for you guys.
Yeah.
What about the leadership? Who do you think is leading the team this year?
Well, our leadership, obviously everyone knows their role, or they're trying to figure out their role right now. So we have a lot of different people that can lead in different aspects, but I think Sam does a great job being the vocal one out of all of us. And then we have Kelsey and Shannon who also step up a lot, and then I think that people look to me for help as well.
Yeah, you started off the season with a nice win, and now you're at home against Fredonia. Then you go away for one game, and then the conference season starts.
Yeah.
You think you'll be ready?
Yeah, we'll be ready. I mean, I'm like nervous thinking about it.
So what's the biggest difference that you noticed in our culture from last year's team to this year's team to even your freshman year? Do you see a big difference between your freshman year and now?
Yeah, of course. Just the whole program is different since my freshman year, but from last year to this year, it's just like practice is way more competitive. Like, I don't know, you have to go into practice working, like you want a starting spot or you even want minutes in a game, like you have to work in practice, and we're always pushing each other. Like, I know if I'm on the bench that whoever's on the floor is doing their job, and if they ever need a break, like I can go in and step up, and I know we all have each other's back. So
Who are the assistant coaches for this year?
we have Coach Crawley, who helped us out last year. He actually helps interpret for Crystal. And then we have Coach J. She's new. Coach J is my girl. She's awesome. And then we have Coach Juan, who was my teammate for 3 years, and now she's helping us out. So
What has the addition of those new people meant for the team?
I think it's like helpful to have Juan around just because she's been like through our program.
Yeah,
and
she's
stuff,
been there,
and, yeah.
right.
And then Coach J just brings like new eyes. She's obviously never seen any of us play, and I don't know, she helps like the guards a lot. And Crawley is just Crawley's Crawley. He's awesome too.
Yeah, he scouts for fun, man. That's like his homework and his passion. It's just scouting and
Exactly.
getting you guys prepared.
How about outside of basketball? What do you like to do here at Hilbert?
Well, me and my roommates are super close, so I'm probably hanging out with them if I'm not doing something basketball related, even though I live with 2 of my teammates. But yeah, we like to just hang out. I mean, Hilbert's kind of quiet, so we don't
Right.
do too much here.
Right.
Shout out to the Agnes Apartments.
Can you foresee already life after college?
Oh, that's a question I don't like right now.
Oh.
I don't really know what I'm gonna do.
We
Applying
can
to-
wait for the
It's
spring
the
to answer
question we
that.
get
Yeah,
asked every
no.
time, like at a family event, right?
Ask me in like May, maybe I'll know by
Alright,
then.
alright.
And we probably
But
still
maybe
won't.
not. Maybe not. All right, fair enough. You're a psych major here, right?
Yeah.
What's it like being a psych major here at Hilbert?
Well, now that I'm in my senior capstone class, I think we're all really close and we help each other out a lot. Like, I talk to them a lot, but just I think you're closer with the professors because it's a small like major and they know you and you can go to get help more easily, I guess.
Right. Okay. Okay. Any professional sports teams or college sports teams that you follow?
Of course, Duke basketball.
Hey.
And then pros, I mean, I like the Cavs, but definitely diehard Duke.
All right. All right. What are you doing for Turkey Day?
Turkey Day. We go to my uncle's house. Usually it's at my house, but this year we're not doing it. A little upset about that. But just down
You
to
gotta
eat,
change
so.
it up. You
Yeah.
gotta change it up. You're just gonna eat, just hang out with the family.
Yep, nothing crazy.
All right. That sounds nice to me. Emily, thanks for coming on the pod.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Big expectations for this year.
Wow, Spence, what a great way to start our Thanksgiving break.
Absolutely. Thank you for Emily Spidell for stopping in, and of course all our boys for the football squad coming in again. Much
Thank you.
appreciated.
Thank you to Megan and Nicole. Hope you get to see their work in the upcoming weeks. Spence, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm actually going to be working.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really looking forward to that.
Are you thankful for that?
No, but I could use the money, so
You'll be thankful for that.
yeah, absolutely.
You gonna have dinner at all with your family or
Just normal dinners. I won't be there for the Thanksgiving one.
leftovers? I'll be going back to Oneida to the 315. Just dinner. Football.
He'll be researching for the next podcast
I do it for
episode.
you guys. Both of you. I do all this research for both of you. It's my honor. It's my privilege, really. All right. Everyone, have a happy Thanksgiving. Again, you've been wasting your time listening to the podcast.
Running Wild! Empire.